Good day, Summoners. This is Master bringing you League of Legends Shoutcast for your viewing pleasure. And today, we got some more exciting gameplay for you guys. And I'm really excited to be casting this game. I'm doing it right after casting the game with Chaos in it because I don't know if I'm going to have time to cast another game this week. So I decided to do this game. Maybe I'll cast another game as well after this one. And also my internet's not working, so I can't get... Like, my internet's working, I can watch League games, but for some reason my internet browser's like bugged or something right now, so I'm gonna have to find a workaround for that. But anyways, let's get underway with the champion picks for this team. On the blue team, it's going to be a top lane Nocturne. That's not something you see every day. In the mid lane will be Orianna. That's a lot more usual in my opinion. Van's going to be bot lane range carry, supported by a Thresh, and J4 will be in the jungle for the red team. Top lane is going to be Fiddlesticks, and the mid lane will be Ari. Bot lane is going to be Draven plus Janna, and in the jungle will be Lee Sin. So definitely some weird top lane choices right here. I don't know if they tried to like counter pick each other or something, or if Nocturne was like jungle against Lee Sin. No, thank you. I don't want to do that. I'll just go top lane. And Jarvan's like, I'll take it, because Jarvan and Nocturne both could be junglers. So who wanted jungle first? Who was going to say who was going to jungle? And of course, Lee Sin and Fiddlesticks both can be junglers as well. So a bit of an odd top lane matchup. I'm really interested to see how this goes. It's all going to depend on Nocturne's use of Spell Shield. If he can Spell Shield the Fear, it's going to be some easy wins in this lane. And of course, he can use his Fear to break Fiddlesticks out of the drain. So I really think Nocturne has the opportunity to win this lane. And we just have to see what happens. He did start with Rejuvenation B, by the way, which is interesting. And this bot lane, a lot of damage going on to that Vayne. She's going to try to get some more damage onto the Janna. And Thresh to Draven trading a little bit right there. How much damage does this Thresh actually have starting at level 1? He has decided to go 59 AD. That's that's a nice amount of AD. That's more than the Fiddlesticks has. And Jarvan going for some harassment ganks. Not as cool as my drive-by Soraka heal ganks. So those are pretty baller. And Nocturne's going to just right-click. Oh, doing a lot of damage actually. He's might be going for a kill here. No. But Fiddlesticks. Oh, there's the flash. And he is not going to get the kill, unfortunately. Very sad for him. And Nocturne almost dies as a result. Jarvan almost getting the kill. He's going to flash in, pick up first blood on the Ari. It's a nice job by J4. Nocturne, I think, really lost his advantage in this lane. Now Fiddlesticks is just going to be a healing and a hating. Fiddlesticks hasn't even picked up a level of Sphere yet. Oh, and he's still winning this lane. And right now Thresh is going to get tower dive, but the Draven might know. Barrier plus John's shield came a little late, but the barrier did in fact save his life there. And he's just going to be farming under the tower now. And with that farm picked up, it looks like they might be trying to push down this tower. An interesting choice. I really don't think that they should be pushing this tower with a Vayne against a Vayne, because that just makes it easier for the other team to farm. If you push down your tower, it's more likely that the creep wave is going to advance past their enemy tower and onto their side of the map. So it's going to make it a lot easier for their AD carrier to farm, and a lot harder for you as an AD carrier to farm, because you're going to have to be past the river, which makes it a lot easier for the jungler to gank. But Vayne looking to pick up a kill here. She's going to flash. Last right click will be the kill. Definitely Draven and Janna staying a bit too long there. That Draven was very low health. It's a very unwise decision to stay. And now one more Q. Oh, there's the stun. You want this, but you're not going to get it. Instead, she did right click the tower, taking a lot of damage herself right there. She is going to probably be forced to go home. What does she have for items? Just a Doran's Blade, some health potions. She could chug all of her health potions, but I think she might just opt to go home. Thresh is pinging her to stay back, and he's actually taking the farm now from these minions. And actually, no, Vayne's mostly picking these up. And Fiddlesticks is going to fear the Nocturne. I don't think they're going to be able to pick up this kill. I just don't see it happening right now. Yeah, they're not going to be able to kill the Fiddlesticks unless he does something dumb, but they are pushing tower. I mean, both lanes getting their tower pushed. Top lane being pushed by blue team. Bot lane being pushed by red team. Oh, there's the EQ from Jarvan. Pro stuff. That Fiddlesticks got too close to a Jarvan bush. Almost as scary as getting too close to a Garen bush, but it's not quite as scary. And top lane just going to continue to get pushed. That was a nice kill for Jarvan. He did start Doran's Blade. That's a first. I have not seen a Jarvan start Doran's Blade before. I love starting Doran's Blade on junglers. It gives you a lot more dueling power and a lot of killing potential against the laners when you go to gank. Champions I love starting it on would be Mostly right now, Elise and Aatrox are the two champions I like to start Doran's Blade on. Although for Aatrox, I tend to start Machete quite a bit because I really like to go Spirit of the Ancient Golem with Aatrox. If I don't get fed, I'll just go straight tank on Aatrox. If I do get fed, I'll build like a Bork and more maybe a Bloodthirster, and then I'll go into Spirit of the Ancient Golem for the tenacity. And of course, after that, I'll usually go into like a Randuin's or Spear Visage. So Aatrox, you know, I kind of want to get the Machete on him because I want to get Spirit of the Ancient Golem, but I also want to get the Doran's Blade for the mad deeps and burst damage. And oh, that Success Sense is going to get the dragon, but of course, Lee Sin's just going to ult that one. We're honestly going to check over the wall, but there is no dragon left. Oh man, I get so exciting watching these high-level games. They just excite me in a very emotional and subconscious way, I guess. That was really dumb. I don't know why I said that. It doesn't make any sense at all. And instead, we are just going to see everyone on both teams start right-clicking each other. Right-clicking these minions. Go, Fiddlesticks. Farm with your auto attacks. Mirana's going to be picking up some farm here in the mid lane. And the ball's going to allow her to get some more free last hits. Right now, J4 just farming up his red buff. Looks like there might be a gank possibly happening. They did lose they did pitch the power in bot lane, and now Draven's being forced to take farm from other lanes or just roam around the map while Vayne's just sitting here farming, having the easy life. I really think that was a mistake to take that. Oh no, she's gonna dive right back into this fight. Where did my setup go? Oh crap, didn't want to do that. This is a failure. Mistakes were made. There we go. Where were we? There we were. Hey, look at just where we were. Notcher's gonna have the pro ult for the jukes, and that we can just pretend that never happened, right? Nothing ever happened. I got right back to where we were. Somehow, I randomly guessed in this entire timeline, and I found exactly where we were after accidentally pressing the J button. You know, I knew something bad was gonna happen right when I pressed it. I'm like, oh wait, crap! Doesn't this jump? And right now we're just having some more trading happening. Oh, there's the Jarvan coming in for the threshold. They didn't see this one coming, and now the Jarvan's here doing tons of damage. And oh, but here comes Lee Sin as well. Jarvan might be in a bit of trouble. So might Nocturne as well. He's gonna get tornadoes, gonna get auto attacked, but he will survive. And red team does not feel like tower diving. This Ahri is going to get a kill here, no doubt about it. Nice charm for the kill. Oh, this Lee Sin's like, I really want to die, but they have more health than I feel comfortable diving. So he is gonna back out for now. Thresh, oh yeah, a little bit of auto attacks. This Thresh does have 14 farm. That does need to be, as a support, he has a lot of farm. This Draven, though, definitely falling behind in farm due to the fact that he has nowhere to farm. He did take that tower, and now he's just losing the farm battle with every moment that goes by. Vayne gets more farm than him, and this is just really, really bad from a Draven perspective. And, of course, nothing good's coming from his roam. Looks like they do pick up the Janna, and now the Lee Sin's the only one here left for red team. Will they be able to pick him up? Draven is coming to assist his friend. And they won't pick up the Jarvan. Red buff might. Red buff will not. But here comes Draven, and he's just going to have to back out. And now there's two people in that lane. Draven can't farm that lane either. Vayne is just having a great time sitting bot lane, getting 22 farm over this Draven. It was just so close when Draven took the tower. He was even a little bit ahead. But now Vayne's in a lot of trouble. There's no one warding this bot lane. And this Vayne has been farming. Oh, you're about to become a very, very dead Vayne very, very soon. And she's going to probably have to do some invisible shit to get out of here. And the invisible shit's not going to work. She is going to go down to the Fiddlesticks. And that's the unfortunate. And unfortunately, her support decided to go top lane to help in the team fights. And that meant no one was warding her lane. And if you're not warding for your carry, how will she farm safely? And with that, Draven's going to be able to pick up a bit of CS on the top lane while Vayne is in fact dead and not farming. And then indeed, there seems to be a cold front coming through mid lane. And that would be the cold heart of Ahri. As she tries to orb, but will not be successful there. Oh, but they do find the Orianna. Orianna's in a lot of trouble right now. She's going to get dropped very low. One more R from Ahri. Not enough to pick it up, actually. Now Janna's dead. And it's like Ahri's going to get death sentence. This is huge. She is going to go down. Double kill to the Nocturne. Jarvan IV did pick up the Janna as well. That was a huge turnaround right there. And Orianna looked to be in a lot of trouble, but her whole team came to support. And she did end up surviving just barely. That last R from Ahri was just not enough to pick her up. And I think the reason for that is I don't like Ari's build straight in. Well, okay, never mind. I guess for a second I thought that she was going into Death Cap, but Deathfire Grasp first on Ari, not a bad idea, although I would like to get Sword Shoes before that. And right now it looks like Fiddlesticks is going to ult in to the middle of the enemy team. Has to flash out though as he gets worried about dying, but now blue team's in a lot of trouble. Thresh throws up his walls, will keep him and Jarvan alive, I think. Oh, now he's going to get the kill on the Fiddlesticks. Now he's going to have to run for his life. I don't think there's really much place he can go though. And the tower shot is going to pick up the kill. Shutdown going to Janna. And Thresh is going to get exhausted. The charm's going to miss as Thresh does flash juke out 2 of the skill shots. And now it looks like blue team will be A-okay. Draven, this whole time, has just been pushing top lane. Well, Vayne has herself been pushing bot lane. Both teams are just having like 4v4s while they let their AD carries farm. I mean, it's Team Space Creator versus Team Space Creator right now. They are just creating space for their carries to farm by just duking it out mid lane for the last 5 minutes of the game. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Well, like last 3 minutes of the game or so. But, I mean, both these AD carries are just free farming the opposite lanes. And now they are being forced back, it would seem. Vayne getting a little worried. Now she's just going to go right back to farming. This Fiddlesticks only level 8. That is the same level as the Vayne for a solo lane. Not that great. He does have 3 levels in Fear, 3 levels in Drain. So that is a 2-second Fear right now. And, man, that surprise party Fiddlesticks skin is just really good. Right now we do see Nocturne seeming to go for Trinity Force. An interesting option on Nocturne. I don't know if I would really approve of it. There are other items I'd rather get on Nocturne. I don't think Trinity Force really lends itself to Nocturne. I mean, it's definitely a good item on almost all champions. I definitely think it could work on Nocturne, but there are other items I would just rather get, really. And it looks like red team's going to be able to pick up a dragon here. Blue team could perhaps contest this. I don't think they will, though. They're kind of low. Vayne isn't in position. Neither is Nocturne. So I just think they're going to let this dragon go to the opposite team. And Lee Sin just needs to smite it. Oh, it will not be smite sold, and now Jarvan's in a bad spot, but the ever helpful Thresh Lantern will get him out of there. So, I mean, nothing really lost there. Orianna taking a ton of damage, though. Ari is going to be able to pick up the kill there. And that's going to help her finish up her Deathfire Grasp, which will give her even more killing potential on the squishies, such as Vayne and Orianna. And we do see the fear on the cannon minion. Look at that cannon minion. It's scared. It's so scared. That's a 1.25 second fear. That's a yawn for those of you guys who didn't know. And right now, it's Ari just trying to farm as well as she can, getting knocked away by the Vayne. Let's take a look at the item spot right now. Jarvan going tanky with his Spirit of the Ancient Golem. And, oh, he is going to find a Lee Sin in the Lee Sin's jungle. He's like, hey, this is our jungle now. We never said you could have it. Oh, here comes a Draven. He's going to get feared. The fear will not connect thanks to the flash from Draven. And the blue team is secure in the other team's jungle. 2 wards dropped in the same bush. Now that bush has 3 total wards in it. That's a well-warded bush. And the Fiddlesticks, oh, here comes the big ult. Boom! It's going to hit so many people, but the Fiddlesticks doing a lot of damage. Vayne's going to drop very low. She is going to be the first casualty of this fight. Fiddlesticks is going to go down next to the Orianna. Janna pressing her R, trying to reset the team fight for the Draven. Janna's going to be the one to go down next. Lee Sin's coming from behind. Ari is not yet here. Here she comes. She's going to try to do as much damage as possible. Takes out the Nocturne. Orianna takes out the Lee Sin, though. She throws her DFG on the Orianna. Oh, Draven's in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to get picked off by the Orianna. And unfortunately, that DFG from Ari not really doing much at all that fight. And Ari's just going to try to run. And the Jarvan's going to be like, nope, don't want to tower dive this anymore. And Orianna, will you be able to pick this up? No. No, you're targeted by the towers. Orianna, baby. Divide that Thresh Lantern to safety. So that ended up being a 3, I believe, for 4 in favor of red team. I mean, in favor of blue team. That was a nice Fiddlesticks ultimate, cleaning up that Vayne extremely fast, not allowing her to do any damage. Unfortunately, the follow-up for his team was very, very weak, and that's like putting it mildly. The Ari was not there. The Lee Sin took a very long time to get into that fight. And I mean, that was some really, really weak follow-up. Oh, Ari, you almost died to the tower, but Janna being able to pick up that kill. And this Nocturne wants blood. Will he get it? That is the question. I don't think so. Janna's the master of kiting. And now she is going to be able to survive. More yawning on my part. And it looks like a pretty even game right now. 25.6k to 24.3. Oh, you're going to get caught by a death sentence. And you look dead to me. Yes, that's a solo kill from the Thresh. Nice job there. And Nocturne coming to support his good buddy. I really don't like that Nocturne skin. It looked like someone just puked all over Nocturne. And now he's covered in puke. It looks really ugly to me. I'd rather just have normal Nocturne than that. That just looks like horrendously ugly to me. Of course, I have Reaver Nocturne. I don't have to worry about silly problems like classic skins. And right now, we are just to have both teams kind of going farm. This Vayne is just like hunting Draven right now. She's like, come on, Draven. I've almost got my Bork, and your kill will be the one thing to greatly complete it. This Draven does, in fact, not have a Bloodthirster yet. Both are waiting to complete their major item. They're pinging this. They want it. They want the money. Will they get it? That's the question. I really don't think they will. Vayne taking a lot of damage already. They will, actually. This is a 4-person dive. That could have been a 4-person dive. But instead, it's just going to be Nocturne and Vayne being able to pick that one up. They did take the bottom tower finally. So the tower count right now, 4-2 in favor of blue team. And blue team taking another tower just right then was adding to their lead. They do have both turrets in the top lane. One turret in the mid lane and one turret in the bot lane. And right now the dragon is going to spawn another 1 minute 30 seconds. Baron just spawned in the last couple minutes, but I don't think either team is really looking to take that kind of an objective yet. And right now, Ahri doing a good job of trying to assassinate this Vayne with her DFG. Did she even pop her DFG? She did. And this Vayne's taking a ton of damage. Here comes Lee Sin. You just need to land your Q. Oh, that was such a fail. She had tumbled and then he threw the Q. It wasn't like a juke. It was just a miss. And that's the most unfortunate thing about it. But she does end up getting his cooldown back up and is able to get the kill. And here comes Fiddlesticks trying to get some drain kills here, but is not able to do it. And very unfortunate for him. Nocturne to end up picking up a kill on the Draven. So, see that Orianna teleport? Anyways, the Draven did end up dying mid lane to the Nocturne dive. Nocturne has picked up his Trinity Force. Might be going tanky next. Could just be going more deeps. Ravenous Hydra, Bork, Bloodthirster, all good options for him. And right now, just a ton of damage coming down onto this Lee Sin. And Nocturne getting dropped very low by the tower. He's going to have to retreat for now, I believe. He does not have any lifesteal besides his passive. So I don't expect him to stick around. This Orianna has picked up an LNR. I guess that's what you call it, needless to large rod. And she's picked up a big purple staff and is probably going to be building that into a giant red hat. She will wear on her head and then do all of the mad burst damage. The other team's going to be hating Ahri and Orianna completely even in farm. You know what? I got an idea, guys. Let's do like this. Let's do this. Boom! Now they're all equal down here. Like you can see who matches up with who. And it looks like this dragon could be going to either. He will be going to red team unless Nocturne has like the pro plays. He does not. The smite from the Lee Sin more than enough to pick that up. The death sentence just barely missing the Janna. Jarvan really wanted to initiate on that, but the Shurelya's from Janna so clutch right there, able to get them out of danger at a moment's notice. And they were just barely able to dodge all the skill shots with that Shurelya's. It was really big right then. It just shows how powerful that movement speed item can be if it used correctly. And the farm for Vayne right now is just so far ahead that of Draven, and Draven has died 4 times, has 0 kills, whereas Vayne has only died. With Draven has died 5 times, 4 assists, and Vayne has only died 4 times, has 2 kills. She does have her Bork up already. Could be building into a Phantom Dancer next. Definitely would expect that. Lots of attack speed on Vayne means lots of win. And looks like blue team trying to take this Baron here. They do not have their Vayne. Red team totally suspects this though, so I think blue team's just going to get out of there. Ahri in a lot of trouble right now. She's going to get CC'd to hell. And she is going to go down because of that Nocturne picking up the kill. This Vayne really wants this, and the Fiddlesticks really get no! The Zonias! Just enough to keep him alive. And he is able to pick up a solo kill on the Vayne. Oh, and Lee Sin like ward hopping inside the ult, which got him out of the ult. I was a little confused by that. Right now, it looks like a lot of trouble for the Draven. He is going to go down. And Lee Sin will remain standing. One of the last 3 members of Red Team alive. However, Blue Team has also lost their Vayne. Now, they really want to take this inhibitor. They are protected by the Lock of the Iron Solari. The inhibitor turret is going to go down to the right clicks of the Blue Team. And now they really want to pick up this inhibitor. Oh, Fiddlesticks is coming from behind maybe? No, he's just like, I want my blue buff, guys. I just want a blue buff. His Crow Storm is not off cooldown yet. Or actually, is it? I think it is off cooldown. Yeah, it's definitely off cooldown. So he could come in with the sick Crow Storm and perhaps make some plays, but I really don't think he can right now. They're too far away, too grouped up. I mean, normally when you say Crow Storm, you want them to be grouped up, but when your team's not going to follow you up, you don't really want that to happen. This Nocturne, though, doing very well right now. Looks like he's going to probably be going into a Randuin's. Could be a Frozen Mount as well. I know, could be a Warmogs, but I think it's going to be a Randuin's. Randuin's will definitely help against the Lee Sin and against the Draven. So it will be a very good pickup. And also, the slow will help him stick to the targets that he decides to ult. So definitely, I think a good pickup for the Nocturne would be the Randuin's. And Lee Sin just farming in the face of this Orianna. The game could definitely still go either way. Blue Team does have a nice advantage built up right now. They do have the inhibitor down. It is looking like they could take this game at any moment. But, I mean, I wouldn't count Red Team out just yet. And right now the Orianna is just farming her golems. Whereas the Thresh is just right-clicking wards. And the Nocturne just cleaned up his jungle. Both sides are kind of just farming right now, preparing to do the Baron Dance. Before you do the Baron Dance, you always want to pick up your buffs so you're as strong as possible. The Oracle's on Thresh can help clean up a couple more wards. Look at that 15 gold for carrying the Oracles. I didn't last hit the ward, but I still got some gold. Hot damn. That's fairly sexy, I might say. And Red Team looking to push. Orianna throwing out a harass ball or two. And Draven just juggling his actions there. And I do like the Soul Reaver Draven skin. It's very nice. I have both Draven skins, even though I don't play Draven at all. I'm just one of those people. I kind of like the bouncing axe just looks really weird. Oh, Draven almost getting caught out by the Orianna, but is forced to flash out there. They did burn the ult for the Orianna ult for the flash. I don't know if that was worth it. Nocturne now in the middle of the entire enemy team, but this Nocturne's both tanky and deals a lot of damage. He might be able to get this Draven. He will not. But all the blue team is here to respond to his kind of initiation. Oh, Vayne's Orianna, you're in such a lot of trouble. This Fiddlesticks is doing a ton of damage. This Jarvan does not have the damage to deal with that. Vayne able to pick up a kill. So now with it's now 3v3. Unfortunately for Red Team, they do not have their carry, whereas the Vayne is still alive for Blue Team. Nocturne unfortunately walked into a very bad situation there and was forced to kind of initiate off of it, but at least he was able to make it a decent showing. And right now we are going to have the Fiddlesticks trying to kill this Vayne, but the knockout will get him out of his drain. And there's the Zhonya's, but it's not going to be much. Oh, he does flash over the wall. And with that, he might survive. Oh, he does find the Fiddlesticks, but I mean, 1v1 in this situation, I really don't think it's going to be a kill. Oh, but that is a kill. Nice death sentence catching the Lee Sin, but this, oh, you're so dead, Vayne. I don't see you surviving this one. Unless you got like the pro super jukes, but no, unfortunately the Thrush Lantern coming off a cooldown a little bit too late there. And Sasuke picked his kill. Is that how you spell Sasuke? You know, I've watched the Naruto anime a couple times. You know, I'm man enough to admit that I enjoy Japanese animes. I don't really enjoy Naruto because it's just a whole bunch of flashbacks and shit, and it's super, super annoying. I stopped watching it a while ago, but I'm like a huge Bleach fan. But I've watched my fair share of Naruto episodes, and I still don't. I watched them all in Japanese, and I don't even know if that's how you spell Sasuke. Just because I never pay attention to the spelling of it, I just spell it like I'd imagine. I think that's it, though. I think that's it. But, you know, I could totally not be it. I wouldn't know. And anyways, we are going to have Blue Team trying for Baron again. They do not have their Vayne. This means Baron's going to take them approximately an extra minute. I think that was a bit exaggerate, but Thresh trying to kill these wards as fast as possible. It's a bit of a ward battle here. Baron is going to be de-aggroed, and that is going to be the end of that Baron attempt. Looks like they really want to get some kills here. They do see the Janna and the Lee Sin poking around the area. Jarvan might go for some sick initiation. He does get queued by Lee Sin, but they are going to be taking this red buff from the other team. Now Vayne says, hey guys, let's just do Baron. Is it regenerating health or something? That just looked really weird on my screen. Anyways, this Baron seems to be dropping very low, very fast, down to 7,500 HP. They do catch a Lee Sin, and he's going to get a little bit of harassment done to him, but not much. And now this Baron down to 2,000 HP. Who will get this Baron? And it's going to be a smite steal from the red team. There's the Fiddlesticks all doing a ton of damage. He's going to Zonya's a little bit late into his ult. He's going to get death sentence though. There's the Nocturne going for the Lee Sin. John's getting dropped very low. This Vayne is still alive. Right-clicking this Ahri. Who will win this fight? That's going to be Vayne. Now Fiddlesticks still being a nuisance in the middle of this fight. Gets a double kill with his crows. Did you guys see that pro MLG play? Those crows were just dancing everywhere, taking the kills. Unfortunately, Draven did not get killed that fight. He did not have a great impact in that fight due to the fact that he was kind of zoned out for most of the fight. Nocturne did end up diving, and he did survive, surprisingly. But, man, that Fiddlesticks was like the MVP of that fight. He just dove in there and went, "Lol, guys, want some damage?" And he just did so much damage. Was able to pick off a lot of members of blue team. He got the Orianna, I believe. He was able to take out the Vayne. Was he able to take out the Vayne? No, wait. Nocturne tried to take out the Vayne. Oh, fuck it. Ahri tried to take out the Vayne. And then Fiddlesticks was able to finish off the Vayne along with the Thresh with some mad crows. And that's very, very good for the red team. They were able to pick up Baron, and I would call that a team fight win, even though it was pretty even in terms of kills and death. They did get Baron. This is going to give them an advantage for the next few minutes. And this game is just going to keep on rolling on. It's going to keep on keeping on. You know what this game makes me want to do? Play Katarina. Do I know why? Not a clue. But I really want to play some Katarina right now. Like, Katarina's been like a champion I've been trying to learn to play for a little while now. For like the last couple of days I've been trying to like learn how to play Katarina. But I want to make a decent Katarina guide video, and I think that'd be really cool. Because I really think Katarina's just a fun champion. And right now we can see Orianna picking up her blue buff. The Baroned up red team still has not done a great amount of pushing yet. I mean, only a few members of their team have Baron, but like the big members have Baron. The Draven, the Lee Sin, the Fiddlesticks, the ones that the Baron buff really, really matters on, they do have Baron. And looks like this Fiddlesticks might be going for a death cap next. I would definitely approve of that build order. I mean, I think a death cap would be very nice on this Fiddlesticks. He has a lot of spell vamp right now. He's not going to die anytime soon unless he gets CC'd. And that's the one thing blue team has. They don't have a lot of low cooldown CC. And it looks like the fighting is starting. Nocturne's going to drive right into the middle of red team. He's going to ride the Thrush Lantern out. No one's died yet. Red team kind of like tentatively trying to engage on this. They run into the Thrush wall, so he gets slowed. Everyone's just kind of fighting. Fiddlesticks, ult incoming! And he just blows up the Vayne. Looks like the rest of blue team's going to retreat, but that was like, just Vayne just got destroyed. Her face was officially melted in that fight. And man, that Fiddlesticks ult just like turned that one around. And there's the Orianna ult trying to pick up a couple kills, but Orianna instead just gets killed herself. And now the Jarvan's in a very poor spot, and he is going to get picked up as well by the Draven. That's a double kill for Draven. And guys, it looks like red team has turned this game around. I mean, blue team had the advantage, but now red team's just decimating everyone. This Fiddlesticks proving that late game Fiddlesticks is very good if you get the Crow Storms. That's why you should never fight a team with a Fiddlesticks if you don't know where the Fiddlesticks is. You have to know where he is at all times, or else he's just such a huge threat. And they're going to try to take this inhibitor. Thresh managed to just grab the one thing there that wasn't an enemy champion. But unfortunately for him, that might spell his death. No, he's just going to slow the Lee Sin and get away. They should really retreat. Red team cannot fight any longer. If this Vayne gets here, they might be in a lot of trouble. Fiddlesticks getting stunned. He's in a lot of trouble. He does manage to zone Yaz. And he's going to fear the Nocturne. But nice spell shield from the Nocturne. It's actually going to deflect this fear into some attack speed for him. I mean, I really want to drive this point home this game. This shows the power of Fiddlesticks if you don't know where he is. Both teams are aggressively warding, and that's good. You need to aggressively ward against the Fiddlesticks. But you cannot fight a team with a Fiddlesticks. You could see that blue team was very, very cautious of going in there. But unfortunately, their Vayne was too aggressive, got too close to a bush that they didn't have warded. And there might be a Fiddlesticks in any of those bushes late game. And if you walk into a Fiddlesticks bush, you are F-U-C-K-E-D. And that's exactly what that Vayne was, that team fight. I can't stress that enough, guys. In late game, you've got to ward. You've got to know where the Fiddlesticks is before you engage in a team fight. He could be over any wall. He could be in any bush. It's like a Garen. You just can't wander around next to bushes, except for Fiddlesticks has a lot longer range than a Garen. And a lot more damage late game. Not as tanky. I guess you could, I mean, his spell map makes him pretty tanky. But, I mean, this Fiddlesticks has picked up a Void Staff. All of his blue items, I mean, I think Ride's favorite, by the way, guys, I wanted to make a point here. I think Ride's favorite color is blue. Because there's a lot of just purely blue item builds in the game. And right now, it looks like blue team is just going to decimate the red team. First one to go down was actually the red team's Lee Sin, but the red team is going to be turning this one around with the Fiddlesticks. Also does a lot of damage, but still no follow-up from his team means he is going to be going down here. He does almost have the Pro Jukes, but I wasn't actually paying attention to the first part, but it was blue team that ambushed the red team. Their Orianna did end up going down, but picking up 2 kills, definitely a good trade there. And Draven trying to do some damage here, but not quite able to. And the Nocturne actually did go for a Frozen Mallet, but now this Draven picking up the kill on the Nocturne, the double kill on the Vayne. The Vayne definitely way too overconfident this game, I'm going to have to say. And this Jarvan might be able to survive. He was red buff for a little while. Will he be able to escape the wrath of Draven? That is the question, and I think he will be able to if he just goes and recalls in a bush there. He might be okay, or he might get caught by the Draven. Oh, nope. EQing to that bush, and he'll be A-okay. Super safe down there to recall away. And they were pinging that bush, but man, he is long gone. You are 4th and long for the kill there, my friends. Right now, we do see Orianna trying to clear the super minions out of her base. Now, it was first red team's inhibitors down. Now, blue team's inhibitors down. I mean, both teams still have a huge chance to get this. There's a lot of crowd control on the blue team. I mean, if they can get a good fight, if they can be the ones to initiate it, they will win. The Thresh ulti, the Jarvan ulti, the Nocturne ulti onto the Draven, the Vayne, the Orianna ulti. I mean, Orianna can just throw her ball on Nocturne. Nocturne can dive in. She can press R. They can win team fight. That's pretty much it. But if they get cut out by the Fiddlesticks ultimate, that all goes to hell. The Janna will ult to reset the team fight. First, the Fiddlesticks will go and do a ton of damage. Then Janna will ult to reset everyone. Then they can have a chance to clean up the rest of blue team. I mean, there's a lot of disengage from the red team. And, of course, the Fiddlesticks ult is going to be a huge game changer. So, it's such a close game. This can still go either way. And the game's not going to be ending anytime soon. Man, this is so many fun champions. Fiddlesticks is a fun champion. Orianna's fun. Nocturne's fun. I love J4. I really don't like Vayne, though. She makes me angry inside. And the Thresh is going to be caught way out of position. And that's pretty much what you need. This late game, if you get a pick, even if it's on the enemy support, you can probably take an objective. They know that they just picked off the Thresh. Might they go for Baron? Red team could position for a Baron from this pick. Oh, Jarvan. Jarvie, you're in such a bad spot. But maybe blue team's going to try to reinitiate this nice ult from Orianna. Is going to bring up everyone from red team. And they're just so out of position. They're getting murdered by blue team. The Vayne's just cleaning house with the right click. Double kill for Orianna. And now Draven's going to be going down as well. Here comes the Fiddlesticks ulti. But he's not going to get much out of this. He's going to get the Nocturne. He's going to get the Jarvan too, actually. And right now it is 1v1 Orianna versus Fiddlesticks. Nice Zonias, but I think he's still dead. There's the ace for the Orianna. That was crazy. First the pick from red team. Then the nice engage from blue team. That was the Nocturne with the Orianna ball, just cleaning up the red team. They couldn't do anything about it. Unfortunately, though, Fiddlesticks was late to that fight, or else that would have been a different fight. Blue team would have just lost that fight if Fiddlesticks been there initially. But Fiddlesticks was able to come in late, barely picked off that Jarvan. I did not think he was going to get that Jarvan, actually. I mean, I'm still surprised he got that Jarvan. But he did. Almost able to pick up the Orianna, but Orianna just like, hey, you got the Zonias, don't worry, I'll just throw my ball again. And man, that was a good fight. It just shows, like, if they can just get a straight-up team fight without Fiddlesticks ultimate, blue team will win this. But the Fiddlesticks ultimate is what red team needs to win this game, and it needs to be a beautiful ultimate. I mean, let me take that one back. It doesn't need to be a beautiful ultimate. It just needs to be a good enough ultimate to take out a member of blue team, to lower the health of the Vayne, to lower the health of the assassins on blue team. The Vayne, the Nocturne. Vayne's not really an assassin, but I mean, she kills people like assassins do, very fast. And anyways, we are going to have the Dragon being picked up by red team. That's going to give them a bit more gold, but pretty much gold is even at this point in the game. This Fiddlesticks almost has full item build. This Draven has so much damage right now. It just makes me sad, but so does this Vayne. Bork Fan Dancer, Static Shift. The attack speed on this Vayne is absolutely ridiculous. Let's see exactly what she's packing in terms of attack speed. That's not him, but let's go back to the direct camera. Nocturne decides to initiate. He does not have the Orianna Ball, Orianna Ultimate. There's the nice Fiddlesticks Ultimate, just walking into the Vayne. She is going to fall down. Next down will be the Nocturne. Now Jarvan the fourth is without his team in a very bad spot. That was a beautiful Fiddlesticks Ultimate, turning around the fight after the initiation from the Nocturne Orianna Shockwave, but unfortunately it was not enough. Oh, Draven, you're in a bad spot right now. You are barely going to survive thanks to the Monsoon. Oh, Draven lives. Gosh, did you guys see that? Draven came so close to dying like twice there, but it was the shields from his teammates and his barrier, and now Jarvan's like, guys, I guess I'm just going to retreat through their jungle. And Ahri might just give up on this eventually, or she's going to chase all the way as her team decides to take down an inhibitor. They do not have enough to take the base yet, unfortunately for them, but this game is just going to keep going, keep being insanely close. And right now, I mean, these team fights have been crazy. They've been like, it looks like blue team's going to win, but unfortunately there, Nocturne dived a little too far past his team, and the rest of his team got caught off foot by the Fiddlesticks Ultimate. That is why they lost. They did not know where the Fiddlesticks was, and their Vayne just got melted in the face. This Vayne needs like a Banshee's Veil or something. Oh, blue team, the steal from the Jarvan the fourth. Is it pro? It is just too pro. And red team is going to go back home with a kill, but without a Baron, and that's definitely worth it from Jarvan the fourth. He was able to steal that Baron, and that's just going to keep his team in this game for even longer. Oh, here comes the Vayne. Yeah, she's like, I don't really want to fight the DFG Ahri. I'm going to right-click this guy instead. This is a really weird situation, and looks like they are going to try to fight this. Oh, so much damage being done to Draven. He just gets his face melted, and will Ahri be able to survive this? She has no mana. She has her ulta, but she has no mana. She wasn't able to cast her ultimate because she had no mana. Oh, how unfortunate for Ahri. She had her escape tool up, but she did not have the mana to cast it, guys. Late game mana problems. Those aren't something you see all the time, but it definitely came to effect here. And now with those picks, unfortunately, red team is definitely not in a good situation. They were blue team with the Baron steal. This means that the red team is going to be able to... Oh, the Fiddlesticks Ultimate comes in, though. Vayne is just right-clicking this Nocturne. She is going to end up going down, though, because she stood in the Fiddlesticks Ultimate. Big mistake on her part. But blue team is going to be able to pick up the Fiddlesticks in counteract. Now Nocturne's trying to get a kill here. He doesn't do a lot of damage off his Duskbringer trail, though, however. That is unfortunate for him. He has gone pretty much tank after the Trinity Force, and that means he does not have a lot of right-click damage. But he is able to pick up a kill right there on the Janna. Now that Lee Sin's in a little bit of trouble, but he's going to be able to retreat back to his base, it seems like. He will survive. And both teams only have the middle inhibitor tower down. They just don't know how to push the other lanes, but it looks like blue team might be learning. They're going to try to take this lane. And, I mean, they don't really have a way to deal with this Draven. He's just going to kite them and kill them. And here comes the damage. Orianna, look at that beautiful pose. Oh, but now she is being shut down. And Jarvan's going to EQ over the wall. So that was a very pretty pose. That was like a ballerina Zonia's from Orianna right there. But blue team is in fact going to pick up the enemy blue buff. Nocturne, come on, do this. Now run away. Flee, the little Nocturne. Flee for your life. You have no manas. Lee Sin wants this. And blue team trying to ping away. Be like, Nocturne, please don't. Just run away. Jarvan, don't do it. Don't be stupid. Yeah, but Nocturne does not have enough mana to engage in a fight like that. And now both teams still in a standoff of sort. This game might go for like 3 hours. I don't know. Like, blue team has tons of crowd control, has the Nocturne assassination potential, has the Vayne, but red team has the Fiddlesticks, has the mobile Ahri, has the disengage from Janna, has a Draven. And how do you get better than Draven, I ask? You do not, would be the correct answer. And I mean, this fight, this game could still go either way. It's going to depend on the Fiddlesticks Ultimate. It's going to depend on the Vayne's positioning and the use of Orianna and Nocturne Ultimate together. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see how the next team fight goes. With the deeps being thrown out here and there. We see that island builds are almost complete for all members of both teams. Fiddlesticks still sitting on that Kage's pick. Don't know what he's going to do with it. Might turn it into something else. And right now, there's just a lot of pushing coming down from this red team. Blue team kind of like positioning behind the red team, trying to get something here. They could go for a push. A couple of their members still do have bear buff. such as the Nocturne and the Thresh. They still have that for a little longer. Yeah, it's about to run out. Less than a minute on it to go. Less than 30 seconds probably. So I don't think they'll be able to pick up a tower here. And Jarvan walked in the middle of the whole team, decides to ride the Thresh Lantern back to safety. And now it looks like Thresh really wants this Janna, but will not be able to get it. They've really got to be careful of that Fiddlesticks. He's positioned over the wall. He's ready to press R and engage in a sexy team fight. Oh, but they do catch the Lee Sin there, kind of. They're all being very careful. They don't want to get too close to that wall because they know that the moment they do, Fiddlesticks is going to appear over it with a sick ulti. And that will spell their demise. Spell their demise, not smell. Spell their demise. And Draven getting chunked solo. This could be their chance. Without Draven, they could probably take this turret with the next minion wave. They do feel a little bit confident. Oh, no. You got Charmed Vayne. That's a big mistake. Here comes the Fiddlesticks ultimate. Picks off the Vayne. Nocturne's falling very low as well. All the blue team in full retreat, trying to do as much damage as they can as they get out. But they're really tanky. Jarvan seems to be the next one going down. And he is going to go down, unfortunately, to the Fiddlesticks. So that Vayne, Orianna, and Jarvan all down. That was a nice Fiddlesticks ultimate. That Vayne got charmed. That was the losing factor of that team fight. You cannot run into those charms. That CC is just so strong. And unfortunately, that is the death of them. I think red team could push, take an inhibitor from this. Baron's going to spawn another 2 minutes. Dragon is up right now. Fiddlesticks going to probably solo Dragon. Could definitely happen. He unfortunately does not have a lot of mana, actually. So it's going to be iffy to see if he can do this or not. I mean, he's going to try. And I guess he's just going to right-click Dragon. Can he kill Dragon with... No way. You can't kill Dragon with right clicks. Silly Phil. Oh, now there goes the Dragon. He wanted to get a little bit lower on health so that he could like restore some HP. And now he's going to go right back to right clicking. How much mana is drained? 120. He does have enough for another drain. It is back up. And right now it looks like red team is just going to be picking up this turret. They still have 7 seconds. Not going to pick up the inhibitor. Do not feel confident to pick that thing up to kill that very important objective. But they are going to get the Dragon out of this. I mean, right now, Dragon Gold's kind of a moot point. I mean, their supports could still use some items. I have this Hextech Revolver on Janna. What the fuck? Could be building on... Oh, yeah, that makes sense now. Woda being built on Janna can help the Fiddlesticks have even more spell vamp and AP. He's just going to be more of a nuisance now. And he still has that Kage's pick still sitting on it. Don't know what he's going to do with that piece right there. I mean, that item slot could be devoted to something else right now. What is that, Fiddlesticks? How much money does he have? He has almost 2,000 gold. I mean, Kage pick's probably got him a lot of gold so far. It doesn't say. Oh, 907 gold so far from that Kage's. Definitely paying for itself right there. And it looks like he just bought some elixirs and then left. He's like, yeah, I don't want to sell this and get some more damage. Don't want to sell this and get some tankiness. And Nocturne, no, did not have vision to dive in. That's a huge mistake from blue team. They now do not have Nocturne up all. Nocturne ult up for the fights. And this is very, very dangerous. They're going to need some way to get the ball to the enemy team without Orianna getting too close. Orianna does have a GA, so that's going to be very nice for her. And right now, it looks like blue team is pinging Dragon. Red team, though, really wants to fight this. Fiddlesticks coming in from the back. He's like, hey, guys, I'm here to press R. Don't worry about me. You guys just initiate. I'll press R and we'll win. All I need to do is land a good charm, and this could be the team fight. Oh, man, it's so dangerous here. Both teams playing with fire. There goes the fear onto the Fiddlesticks. This could be the engage we've been waiting for. I don't know if it's going to be a good engage, though. Blue team's really trying to force this, and here comes the ult from red team. There's your ult. Nice job picking up the Lee Sin. Here comes the Fiddlesticks right in the middle of the enemy team. And he's not going to pick up a kill, actually. He is not able to pick up a kill. That was a very lackluster Fiddlesticks ultimate. And now, the Vayne gets picked off by a random Q of Ahri. That was aimed for the Orianna. Big mistake on her part. Red team's going to pick up lots of kills off of this. And that initiation just seemed forced by blue team. I mean, they really tried to force that without Nocturne ult, and I think that was a huge mistake. Red team's going to pick up a Baron. And with this, the advantage is supremely theirs now. Fiddlesticks just happy to sit here draining Baron. I mean, he could easily solo Baron at this point, no problem. Barons cannot outdamage. How much is that drain for? Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's like 500 damage a second. That's an insane amount of deeps. For 5 seconds, it's like 2,500 magic damage. Holy crap. Draven trying to push this turret, but he's going to get initiated on by a Nocturne. The lifesteal from Draven, is it going to be enough to keep him alive? That's the question. It will be, but the Jarvan has different ideas, and he ults the execution. Don't, I believe is the correct terminology there. But 1-for-1 trade. Unfortunately, Draven will not be getting Baron buff now, so I don't think that was worth it at all. Vayne will be up in another 7 seconds or so, and I still have the gold graph up. Fiddlesticks, spend your gold on a big item so that I can see what it is. What do I guess it is? I mean, it's probably going to be a tank item. Although Fiddlesticks isn't getting focused at all in these fights, so I really don't think he needs a tank item. I think he could just go for more damage. I mean, he could go for a Rylai's. That'd be an interesting choice. Dare I say sexy. He could go for a Guardian Angel at this stage of the game. He could just go for more AP with a Deathfire Grasp. Deathfire Grasp definitely would be a viable option to help kill that Vayne even faster in team fights. There's already a Deathfire Grasp on Ahri, though. And it looks like he does go for Rylai's, the 6 slows. That's what I thought he'd go for. All in all, that's what I probably would have gone for at this stage of the game. He doesn't need a pure defensive item because he's not getting focused, but the health from the Rylai's does in fact help, and the slow is going to allow him just to keep everyone inside his ulti for even longer. This Lee Sin looks to be in a bit of trouble. I don't really think that's Vayne. Oh, nice stun from Vayne. He's going to get the right clicks, and there's the attack speed slow, but it hardly looks like her attack speed is slowed at all. John going to come in, probably... Oh no, there's the kiting tornado, but... Oh, they should really get out of here. This is a really bad spot for them to be. Very, very dangerous right now. John's just gonna... Oh, nice dance stuns from them. Oh, does he have his ulti up? He does, and he's going to try to trap them there. Vayne will still get the sick right clicks. It looks like they're going to be able to pick off the Lee Sin here. And actually, here comes the rest of our team. Fiddlesticks, oh, they did not see this one coming. They thought it was just going to be an easy pick on the Lee Sin, but out comes a Crow Storm. And that is the end of blue team. I think this is the game. Vayne and Thresh down for 60 seconds. Red team could definitely push and take the base in that amount of time. And that was big. They just baited that fight out so hard. I mean, I thought they were just getting cut out. I didn't even see that one coming. The Fiddlesticks, the Draven just came out of nowhere and just started DPSing down the MVPs for blue team. Not that Thresh is really an MVP, but I mean, he's kind of important, right? Unfortunately, that Lee Sin, that tankiness on that Lee Sin just delayed them for long enough for the Fiddlesticks to channel his ultimate and appear out of nowhere and just kill everything. And now, with that GA on Draven, that's 2 inhibitors down for blue team. Actually, the other mid inhibitor still up. Nice Orianna ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. It does a lot of damage, though, and the Draven's GA is going to get procced, but this Orianna seems to be dead, if you ask me. And she is, in fact, going down. Nocturne trying to get something out of this, but he's just going to flash back to his Nexus fountain, his fountain-y thingy. And it looks like there goes one of the Nexus turrets. And, oh man, this Fiddlesticks Strain just out-damaging the heal from the fountain. Just that is some sick damage right there. You've got to love it. And there's the Vayne. But anyways, this is game over, guys. Thank you guys for watching such an exciting game. Tons of crowd team fight ultis. I mean, that's just a lot of team fight ultis right there against Team Fiddlesticks. And that Fiddlesticks 19-8 just wrecked everyone. It goes to show you that late game Fiddlesticks is something to be feared, especially if you're a good Fiddlesticks player, you can catch people out of position anywhere. They thought they were going to get an easy kill on the John and Lee Sin. They're like, hey guys, look at this, easy money. And then suddenly Crow comes out of nowhere. Those team fights were decided by Fiddlesticks ultimates. And they were just huge. The rest of his team definitely helped as well. John helped keep people alive. Ahri was able to do some assassinating Ahri tricks. And Lee Sin, very tanky. The front line for Fiddlesticks was definitely a huge thing there, and that was that Lee Sin. He was able to just be a tanky, a nuisance in the front line. And I'm just moving my camera everywhere. Unfortunately for blue team, I'm going to say the deciding factor of that game, besides that last, I guess you could say team fight, quote unquote, it was more like a gank by Fiddlesticks, or like a bait. That fight near Baron Pit, that was a really bad job of blue team trying to force a fight without Nocturne ultimate for initiation, and it just didn't work at all. They just ended up getting raffle stomped. The Fiddlesticks ultimate on that fight wasn't that great, but it was just enough that their initiation was just really, really poor. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. It's been such a long video, so I'm going to make sure to end it now. I will see you guys later.